Fear Street. Prom Queen already has the perfect original trilogy character to bring back after major twist. 4 years after the success of the Fear Street trilogy, Netflix will debut a fourth movie in the series, Fear Street, Prom Queen, which could easily feature a main character from the original films. All 4 horror movies are based on R.L. Stine's book series of the same name, revolving around a curse haunting the small town of Shadyside. The original trilogy, Fear Street Part 1, 1994, Fear Street Part 2, 1978, and Fear Street Part 3, 1666, tells the entire story of the curse, out of order, reaching a conclusion by the end of Fear Street 1666. As of the writing of this article, Fear Street, Prom Queen doesn't have a specific premiere date, but it will be released on Netflix sometime in 2025, per Netflix by Tudum. Meanwhile, Fear Street 4's story returns viewers to the 1988, when Shadyside was still haunted by mysterious happenings. The 2025 horror film features a new cast playing new characters. However, given Fear Street, Prom Queen's timeline and setting, figures from the first 3 movies in the series might, and should, appear in the 4th one, even if only for a cameo. Sadie Sink / Gillian Jacobs' Ziggy Berman would still be living in Shadyside during Fear Street, Prom Queen. Ziggy Berman was a main character in Netflix's Fear Street and a central piece in breaking Shadyside's curse that had reigned over the small town for centuries. At the end of Fear Street 1978, viewers shockingly learned that Ziggy survived the Camp Nightwing murders, growing up to be C. Berman, who the other characters previously met in Fear Street 1994. Given that the first movie takes place in 1994, Ziggy would still be living in Shadyside in 1988. Since Ziggy would canonically still be a resident of Shadyside in Fear Street, Prom Queen, she could appear in the 4th film. Netflix hasn't announced that the original trilogy character returns in the Fear Street sequel, but Ziggy might make a cameo. 1988 is 10 years after the Camp Nightwing massacre. If the authorities bring up Ziggy's history with the curse while dealing with their new problem, they might contact her for help. Fear Street, Prom Queen would likely need to recast Ziggy Berman. Unfortunately, having either Sadie Sink or Gillian Jacobs play Ziggy in the 4th Fear Street movie is unrealistic. The actresses are either too young or too old to return as their character. So Netflix could cast someone new to star as Ziggy in the upcoming horror film, who is in between Sink and Jacobs' ages. Perhaps Fear Street, Prom Queen is able to make Sink look older or Jacobs look younger, but it's more likely that Ziggy will be recast if she returns.